Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is BINTI. My matrix number TF210070 and I will present about the introduction of our project. Based on this project, a coding solution is developed using computer programming software, which is we will use a Python. This project offers the student the opportunity to apply their knowledge into the practice by using this program. A program to design reinforced concrete must be built as part of this project. In this case, the flexural strength of flange beam is calculated for the design of reinforced concrete. Next is the problem statement. For this project, it is necessary to construct a detailed Python-based Jupyter notebook coding using the how to design concrete structure using Eurocode by Bond et al. Manual. As a result, figuring out the flexural capacity of flange beam serves as the foundation for design reinforced concrete of the beams. Next, for the objective of this project. First is to learn how to design a program for design reinforced concrete of beams in Python. Second, to learn how to arrange the information in flowchart and pseudocode for design reinforced concrete of beams before develop a program. The third one, to develop a program and suitable method to calculate flexural capacity of flange beams for design reinforced concrete. After that, the scope of this project. The scope of this project is to develop a program and technique for calculating the flexural strength of flange beams used in reinforced concrete beam structures. The ability to calculate the moment capacity of a flange allows the designer or the users to determine the necessary reinforced area and to check for longitudinal shear. In this project, we will follow the guideline from the how to design concrete structure using Eurocode 2 to determine the flexural capacity of flange beams.
Hi, my name is Nashada Shamil. Here I'm presenting Chapter 2, Reinforced Cement Concrete. The flank of T-beam and L-beam is the portion of slab that act integrally with the beam to resist load. The flank of beam helps to resist compression by increasing the area of concrete in the compression zone. As a result, moment of resistance of the beam section is increased. If the flank is in the tension zone, the concrete area of the flank is cracked and the beam is treated as a regular beam. Flank beam. Flank beam are a type of structural support material that is widely utilized in construction such as housing, commercial properties, roof, floor, bridge, road ramp and overpass. A central web connects two parallel and non-unit as flanks in wide flank beam. Flank on a conventional beam are pretty narrow. Those wide flank are much wider. Program introduction. In this study, we are requiring using Python program to determine the flexural capacity of flank beam. The determination of LO effective width of flank B effective, both data usually in unit meter. LO is the distance between point of zero moment. Figure below shows the value of LO based on the figure 5.2 in book of Eurocode 2. The value of LO will determine the value of effective width flank B effective. The effective width flank of T-beam or L-beam may be derived as those equation. Next, to determine the value of K, we are using the formula of K M over BD square FCK, where at the support B, BW while at the span B, B effective. M is the value of bending moment and FCK is the value of concrete compressive strength. Furthermore, to calculate the level arm Z, the formula that being used are those formula. The formula of Z should be limited to 0.95 D. Next, calculate the depth to natural axis X by using X equal to 2.5 D minus Z. The value of X should be less or equal to 1.225 HF. The flank beam should be designed as a rectangular section. If the value of X didn't pass this condition, that means natural axes are in web. So, to calculate the moment capacity of flank using those equation and KF equation. If the value of KF is more than equal K prime, the area of reinforcement can be calculated using A formula. If the value of KF F more than more. Therefore, to calculate the moment capacity of flank, we using MRF equation and KF equation. If the value of KF is less than or equal to K prime, the area of reinforcement can be calculated using AS equation. If the value of KF is more than K prime, the section must be redesigned.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NOORLI binti Kamal Zaman. My matric number is DF210037. Now, I will present the elements in PDLC, which is Program Development Lifecycle. The first element is planning and analysis. This part talk about the criteria of the program and how it works. So, it was found that determining the flexure capacity of flange beams requires design moments and variables such as beam length, flange width parameter, effective characteristic cylinder of concrete, and flange thickness. Other variables and procedures needed for calculation are also found. Second element is designing the program. This element is very important before developing coding because it is divided by two parts, which is flowchart and pseudocode. So I will explain about the flowchart first. This is our flowchart. First, we display that our program is the calculator for calculating the flexure capacity of flange beam. Then, user must choose the type of support that they need, and if true, they can see the formula of moment and shear. After that, user must enter the value of the length and width parameter based on formula given with the requirement needed to be considered when designing. So if all the consideration is approved, then user can continue the next step, but if there is something wrong, the output display invalid data. Next step, we display all of this formula and the user just enter the effective depth and characteristic cylinder strength of concrete. After user get the value of X, user must put the last value, which is flange thickness. And if true, we display design at rectangular section and then check longitudination. But if false, user must follow this flow to get the final answer. Then this is the pseudocode based on the previous flowchart. It is also an understandable description of what an algorithm or computer programming must perform. Next, we continue with the third element in PDLC, which is implement or code. This is the element when the design program stage is complete. Then the coding process will proceed. In this project, Python is the medium to run the program. That's all from my part.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NOORLI binti Anwar. My matrix number is AF2033. I'll present about testing and integration. Testing and integration is to make sure the algorithm of the program runs as command. Despite the fact that the syntax error has been correct, the output of the program may be incorrect due to logical error in the program. Deployment and maintenance. In deployment phase, this program is finished and ready to use in the program lifecycle. After a successful testing phase, our flexural capacity of flange beam calculator is ready for all end users to install and run. Maintenance must be performed as needed. If there are errors, enhance efficiency, or add features and capabilities, maintenance activities can be viewed as modifying process. Program user manual. A user manual is also acknowledged as a technical documentation, an operating handbook, a user guide, an instruction manual, a fast start guide, a training manual, a maintenance manual, a software manual, or an installations manual. Almost every product, whether hardware, software, or physical, includes a user manual to assist user in using that specific service, applications, and product. It is commonly described by a developer, a customer service representative, a technician, or a product developer. It can be published in either soft or hard copy or both.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is BINTI F2076. Okay, for our conclusion, based on our study, we have developed a straightforward pattern coordinate method to determine the response and internal force of the given task using a civil engineering principle. By using this software system, user can save time because it generates results faster than a human calculating method. In addition, the program aids the user in categorize the internal force of member in accordance with each other force, such as tension and compression. The user will benefit immensely from this entire process when designing. It also gain an understanding of the Python programming language as it relates to instruction and the significance of algorithm design through the coding process as we work on the project. Thank you.